In this video, I'm going to show you how to use Statistics Canada website to collect some data. Right now, I've just opened their website and I'm going to just click here on the data icon at the top. I've already accessed some of the data, so some things are highlighted in purple. These are the ones I'm going to just look at today. There's lots of different data you can look at in this. On the left-hand side here, you can see you can choose different subject areas. I'm going to choose children and youth. Once I selected children and youth, it gave me a number of other options along here. Today I'm going to look at health of children and youth. You'll notice that once I selected health of children and youth, a number of tables and sets of data have shown up. In some of these, they've been indicated that they're archived data. This is data that was previously collected, and the date of the data was probably too old. They decided to archive some of it. You can still access this data, but I'm going to go down here and look at one that is not archived. So this is the body mass index, or BMI, indicating overweight or obese. When I click on this, it provides me with a table of information for the body mass index, overweight or obese, self-reported youth, ages 12 to 17 years old. You'll notice in the table here, it just provides me with that age group, total number of people, and the total percent within Canada. On here, there are some buttons we can use, which is, for example, this one, add and remove data. So let's say I didn't want just for Canada, I wanted to know what's happening in all the provinces. Well, I can go in here and I can adjust my data set. So under geography, there's a little arrow beside Canada. If I click on that, I'll get a drop down of all the provinces and I can just select them all. So that's where I can do a comparison between the provinces. My age group, 12 years and older. I could, if I wanted to, also compare male versus female. In this case, I'm just going to do total for each project or each province. The indicators here, there's lots of different indicators I can use. And right now, all of them are highlighted. If I click here and select all and then unselect, I'll be able to unselect them all. I'm just going to choose this body mass index for youth 12 to 17 years old. Under characteristics, I can choose number of persons as well as percent. Percent is a better way to compare the data between different provinces, since each province has a different total number of people. My reference period right now, I'm only going to choose just 2017. When I hit apply, a new chart will show up here with all the data. If you look at this, it's kind of hard to read. It's difficult to see what's going on. So what I can do here is I can customize the layout or change things around. So right now, geography is as a different columns. I'm going to switch that to be in the rows. As soon as I hit apply, it'll flip things around for me, and I'll have each of the different provinces. I'll have my indicator. I'll have my total number of people and my percent. It's much easier to read this data. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to take this data and I want to do some analysis. So if I highlight everything here, I'm going to highlight all my numbers. I'm going to right click, hit copy. Then I'm going to open up a Google Sheet. And on here, if I right click again, and if I hit paste, you'll notice that this comes up as not very useful. If I undo that, I'm going to right click again. Instead of hitting paste, I'm going to hit paste special and then paste values only. Now, it looks much like that table I already had. Okay. Some of these are difficult to read, so I can just enlarge here. So I can indicate what each thing is. And there I have it. I have my data, brought it into Excel. I can edit some of these titles for myself. I can do some editing on here to make it a nicer looking table. Maybe I'll highlight these. I'll add in here total number. And here I'm going to put in %. So then it's very clear what each of the numbers are. In the original data table, you'll notice it had some of these values had E's on them. Down here at the bottom it tells me use with caution, probably because there wasn't much data available. Also, you'll notice there are some numbers beside these. If I click on each of those, it provides me with more information about what BMI is. It's very useful information that I'd probably want to include in a report. At the top here, I should put in my reference as to where this is coming from. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to put it in here for myself so I have it. This is where I got it from. I might also go back and I might copy the actual web address, put it into my table so I have that information for myself. Might need it for later for referencing. Okay. You'll also notice if I go back to this website, it does have this in brackets. It says the word map. If you click on that, it actually just pulls up another site where it shows you a map of where Nova Scotia is, New Brunswick is, etc., in case you need that information. And that's all for today.